Alright, so here's the tutorial for True Kind of Love, the Steven Universe song. I uploaded that video of me playing it like 6 months ago, so I'm sorry about the wait. I totally forgot about it. I just upload videos and then forget about them, and then people ask for tutorials and I don't come through until 6 months later or something like that. So shout out to Diego for hitting me up on Instagram. You guys should go follow my Instagram. I'm way more active on there. And yeah, he was just asking for a tutorial, and I'm like, all right, I'll do it for you. And so here it is. It's a harder song, so give yourself time to learn it. Don't play super fast, all at once. Make sure you get all the nuances in there and then get it up to speed. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. So enjoy. Alright, so this song is going to be in the key of B flat, and you're just going to want your ukulele tuned to the standard tuning, G, C, E, and A. You're going to start off on a B flat chord, which basically you bar the first fret of the A and the E string. You play the second fret of the C string and third fret of the G string. And you're just going to strum through once. And that's going to be the next little riff that you play. So you're going to go from the first fret of the E string to the third fret of the E string. Then you're going to play the exact same thing but on the A string now. And then after you go to that third fret of the A string, you're going to slide up to the fifth fret. See how that works? And if you play a little bit faster. Alright. Then you're going to go to a C minor 6 chord. It's a pretty cool chord. It's the third fret of the bottom 3 strings, so A, E, C. And then you're going to use your pointer finger to play the second fret of the G string. Just like that. And you're going to strum through once as well, so. Alright, you can play that a little bit faster. Then you're going to play this other chord. This is a, what is it? It's a B flat augmented chord. So pretty much you play the 5th fret of the A string, 6th fret of the E string, and 6th fret of the C string. You can use your pinky and play the 7th fret of the G string as well, but it's not really necessary, and it's just a little bit harder to do. It just makes it sound a little bit bigger, But it's the same exact note as here, so it's not a big deal. So from the start. And then you're going to play this. So this chord right here is a G7 suspended 4, and it's kind of similar to D minor 7 if you know that. So it's a third fret of the A string, first fret of the E string, and second fret of the C string, and you leave the G string open. And you kind of want to bar the first fret of the A string with your pointer finger, because you're going to lift up your ring finger and play that first fret, right? So see? So you just practice that a little bit, get it up to speed to like here. See? And so after you play that, you're gonna do this. Right. You're gonna go to the 8th fret of the A string and play 8, 10, 8. I don't really pluck the string when I play the 10th fret there. It's more of a hammer-on, so. Right, because you're playing pretty fast, so. And then you slide down and do the same exact thing, but from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret of the A string as well. Right. Then you're going to play this F minor 7 chord. You bar the 1st fret of all the strings. Then you use your ring finger and play the 3rd fret of the C string and the 3rd fret of the A string. And you see it's kind of hard to play a little bit, so you don't really have to play the G string. There's a lot of chords that I don't really play the G string on just because it's not always necessary. So you can just play like that as well. But make sure you're at least barring the 1st fret of the A string because we're going to go to that next. So you see what I did? I basically went. So 3rd fret to the 1st fret to the 3rd fret. And then you're going to play this chord. It's a B flat 7 chord. Again, same thing with the G string. Pretty much goes for all these chords. It's pretty much optional. I'll let you know if you have to play it or not, but I don't really play it on this one. And it's going to be the 5th fret of the A string, 4th fret of the E string, 5th fret of the C string, like that. But the reason I play like this is because it makes it easier to transition to the next chords. You're going to play the 3rd fret of the A string and 6th fret of the E string. Alright, so far what we have in total is and this is a C minor 7 chord. It's the 3rd fret of all the strings just barred. And you play that twice, you strum through twice. And then next you're going to play the 1st fret of the E string, 1st fret of the A string, and you can use any finger you want. I just use my pinky to go up to the 5th fret of the A string. And that's an F minor chord. Then you're going to play the 6th fret of the E string twice, actually 3 times. And then you're going to play B flat, just higher up. It's pretty much like your G chord, just starting here on the 5th fret. So. And this is what we have so far all the way up to speed. Alright, so after we do that, we're going to go from 13 to 15 to 13 on the A string. And same thing, you kind of like hammering on and pulling off. And then you're going to do that from the 8th fret to the 10th fret on the A string. And then the 10th fret of the E string. So far we have and you're going to play the 10th fret of the C string and then the 13th fret of the A string. So got it? And after that you're going to play this little riff. I'll play it first and then we'll break it down. See that? So we're sliding from the 8th fret to the 10th fret. Then going back to the 8th fret. And then 10th fret of the E string and 10th fret of the C string. So I'm going to go through that part a little slower because it seems kind of confusing, but here you go. Got it? So after you play that, you're going to go back into your C minor 6 chord, your B flat augmented chord, and then the G7 suspended 4. I'm playing it exactly the same, so and that part's a little different. You play the 10th fret of the bottom 3 strings. It's like a G minor chord. And the rest is pretty much the same. So 8th fret of the A string, and then that part's exactly the same. And then that part ends off a little differently. So I'm going to go back to the top again just to show you where we are so far. Then 8th fret of the A string to the 10th fret. And then this would be, what is that, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17. So not everybody's going to be able to play this one if you don't have a tenor ukulele. If you have a concert soprano, I don't think it goes up that high. Which instead you could just do, it's the same note, it's just a little bit lower. So 5th fret of the D string. This is if you don't have a tenor. If you do have a tenor, you can go all the way up there. And then now you're going to play this other little riff. So that's pretty much going to be 5th fret of the C string, and then 3rd fret of the A string. Then you're going to slide from the 5th fret of the A string to the 8th fret. then 8th fret of the E string, and 6th fret of the E string. Alright. So just practice that over and over again until you get it up to speed. And then we're gonna go into the chorus now. So the chorus sounds like this. Alright, so you're gonna play the 3rd fret of the A string and the 1st fret of the A string. And then I like to kind of already, when I do that, I like to bar it just so I'm setting myself up to play the B flat chord again. And you're going to do a similar thing just higher up on the neck. So 10th fret of the A string. And then that same exact shape as the B flat, just moved up starting on the 8th fret. And then that's actually an F chord. Those are all F chords. So you repeat that 3 times. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, then you do this again, then C minor 6, B flat augmented, and then 3, 1, B flat again. Then you just repeat that again. Alright, so when you get back to your B flat chord, right, you're going to play the C string and the A string after you strum through, so then you do that same riff again, but you play the 1st fret of the E string twice. See it? And then you basically play this part again the same way. Oh, and then this is when it changes. Normally we would go to the 5th fret of the A string, but now we're doing the 6th fret. And then we're going to play the 6th fret once and then go into an E flat chord. It's the same exact shape as the B flat that we played earlier. And then you're going to play the A string 3 times. And then you're going to use your pinky and play the 8th fret of the C string. Alright, so then you're going to play the A flat chord now. It's higher up on the neck if you know A flat's usually down here. It's the same exact chord. Bar the 8th fret of all the strings, and then play the 11th fret of the A string. And you're going to go like this. A, C, E. And then play A one more time. So you see I move my pointer finger down to the C, 7th fret of the C string. And then move back up and play the 8th fret. And then A and E. So one more time, we'll go through it slow because I know it's kind of confusing. Make sure you get a good shot here, so. Alright. And then you're going to play a B flat add 9 chord. I really like this chord. So it's pretty much like your B flat, but you don't have to worry about barring here because you're going to use your pinky and play that 3rd fret of the A string. And then you're going to play this chord again just in a different position, barring the 5th fret of all the strings and playing the 6th fret on the E string. So we'll go from here. Actually, we'll go from here. Alright, so. And this is the part when Steven starts singing, so it sounds like this. I'll play it first and then we'll break it down. So now we're going to play the 8th fret of the A string and the 6th fret of the E string. Just the bottom 2 strings, don't play anything else. And then we're going to do the 5th fret of the A string and just leave your finger here on the 6th fret. So and then you're going to do the 3rd fret of the A string and 5th fret of the E string. And then you're going to keep the same shape and just slide it down to here. And then you're going to play the E string and the A string. And then the 3rd fret of the A string. So and then you're going to slide that pinky up to the 5th fret. And then that's what is that? That's an E flat major 7 chord. And then you need to lift up, which will make it a C minor 7 chord. So again, real slow. Then you're going to play this same thing again. And then instead of doing that major 7 chord, you're going to go to the 2nd fret of the E string and then 3rd fret of the C string. And then move your finger down here to the 3rd fret of the A string. So and then you're going to play a E flat minor chord. You're going to strum through and then play the E string and the C string. Alright, so after you do that, 5th fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the C string, and that's it. Ignore these other 2 strings, and you're gonna pluck them together and then play the A and the C string. Alright, so then you're gonna move this up just 1 fret, slide that same shape, and then you're gonna pluck them 2 again. And then you're going to play the C string this time first. C, A, C again. Like that. So pluck, A, C. Pluck, C, A, C. Just make sure. Like that, and then you're going to move that same shape again up to the 5th fret, and then 8th fret of the A string. So you're going to pluck that 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And after that, you're just back into the chorus again. And you do that G7 suspended 4 again, and then you're gonna finish off on B flat major. So I'm gonna play the whole thing through pretty slow, just so you get a good idea of all the nuances in there. And then if you just want to know what the actual speed is like, watch my other video, and that should give you an idea. So we're gonna go through the whole thing really slow now. Alright. So that's the whole playthrough right there. As you can see, I added a little variation here and there. It's not exactly in the song. You just play like a few little strings and like little cool patterns to make it sound nice. Like that's not, I didn't really show you that, but it's just basically C, A, E. You can just throw these in throughout the song to make it sound more interesting. Alright, that's the basic idea. Alright, so that concludes the tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully everything makes sense. If you have any questions, again, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you on it. I'm thinking about doing another Steven Universe song, possibly. Either True Kind of Love, or not True Kind of Love, I already did that one. Other Friends, or Stronger Than You. I'm not sure. The Other Friends sounds pretty cool, so I think I might go with that one. But let me know if you want to hear any one of those, and I'll probably end up doing a tutorial for those too if enough people want them. So thank you for watching. Have a good day. I don't know what else to say. Is that good? I think that's good.